Sydney Russell School is a large comprehensive school in the heart of Dagenham. We have just under 2,000 students on our roll. Over 40% of our roll are free school meals, but students at our school do incredibly well. Our value added is above the national, and despite challenging circumstances, we are now Ofsted designated outstanding, which I'm very proud to say.
I'm Parvis Rahman. I'm Assistant Director of Teaching School at the Sydney Russell. When I started the Teaching Leaders Programme, I was appointed as Head of Science. One of the biggest challenges I faced when I arrived at Sydney Russell School as head of department was the science result had plateaued about 34% for the last 3 years. The second challenge that I faced was the team had low morale and they needed strong leadership to bring the team back together to achieve the best outcome for our students. My first focus was setting the vision for the department of having high expectation from the students and staff. Once I had the buy-in from the team, we looked at having clear responsibilities for staff. For example, my second in charge was in charge of A-levels. Once those roles were established, I had a clear overview of Key Stage 4 and how to drive student attainment. One thing I did establish was having a culture where staff were able to come into each other's classrooms, observe lessons and give feedback. We also looked at having an open forum where we could discuss strategies, discuss toolkits, for example the EEF, which could be used to look at our pedagogy, improve our teaching and learning and improve our student attainment. By participating in the Teaching Leaders Fellow Programme, I was exposed to key speakers with loads of ideas, strategies, which were very good because I could implement them straight away into the department. For example, having a coach and being coached now allows me to coach others within the department. The Teaching Leaders Fellow Programme really allowed me to focus on student attainment. The impact of this has been our science result A star to C in year 1 went up by 20%, in year 2 by 10%. We're hoping in year 3 A star to C breaks the 70% barrier. This has also resulted in our A-level numbers doubling, so more students are curious about taking A-levels in science. My team is very highly effective and my second in charge has been promoted to Head of Science.
Over 2 years ago, our science department was a weakness within our school. It was a little pocket of underachievement. We found it very difficult to recruit science teachers and even more difficult to keep them. Therefore, in terms of overall school results, there was underperformance. I think we made a very, very good choice when we appointed Parvis Rahman to our department. She got the staff to stick with her. She put systems and structures in place. We made lots of appointments. People wanted to come and work here. They really felt this team spirit, this camaraderie. Teaching Leaders Programme was a real asset. We now have a science department that I would be pleased to send my children and indeed anybody else's children to.
The science department are doing really well within the school, and this has freed me up in my new role to take the leadership of CPD throughout the Alliance. Winning the Pearson Award means a great deal to me because it recognises the hard work that I have done as a middle leader and the hard work that other middle leaders do across the country to improve student outcomes.